Hello, I am Lavina Draper, and I am your host for I Love You 2020. We are so happy that you've come here to be with us tonight. You're going to see the most incredible gay men from all across this United States of America. Oh, it's one night only. Here we are telling our stories of isolation, quarantine, COVID. Yes, what we've been through in the last 6 months. You want all my love and my devotion. You want my love and soul right on the line. I have no doubt that I could love you forever. The only trouble is I really don't have the time. Yeah, one night only, one night only. That's all we have to spare. One night only. Let's not pretend to care. One night only, one night only. Come on, make some more. One night only. We only have till dawn. We only have till dawn. Let me introduce to you the gorgeous men that you are going to meet tonight. Johnny Pastor, Miss Noel Leon, Javier, Louis and Michael Armone. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is your cast of characters that are going to tell you what they've been up to through this COVID-19 extravaganza. Oh yeah, one night only. We only have till dawn. Hello, everybody. I am Lavina Draper, and I am your host for this evening, and I am the worst person with technology. So please forgive me for all of the fuck-ups that I'm going to do throughout this evening. Okay? So first off, you see this little chat button here? This little chatty chat button? I want you to be in there chatting to your friends and ditching and gossiping as much as you see fit. Please. And I'll be doing it too. So ladies and gentlemen, please sit back, relax. We're leaving all of the PC behind and we're going straight for raw truth. That's where we are tonight. So without further ado, all of you, please leave the Zoom stage except for the amazing Johnny Pastor. Hello, Johnny. How are you? Ooh, look at your gorgeous skin. You're glowing. I do say you are glowing.
Aloha, Auntie Lavinia. How are you?
How are you? How do you say hello in Honolulu?
Aloha.
Aloha. Oh, is that's you can say that for a lot of things, right? Johnny.
Hello, goodbye. I love you.
They love you. So tell us what's going on with you, Mr. Johnny Pastor.
Well, Auntie, let me tell you, when our grandkids go to school, all the history books will be there. There will be 2018, 2019, 2021, and someone's going to ask, what happened to 2020? We don't talk about that one. That was a ratchet year. But hey, we're here, right? So we got to do what we got to do. Back in the 80s, yeah, I'm that old, Auntie. I'm that old, Lavinia. Back in the 80s when AIDS first came out.
Oh, I know.
You know AIDS, right? At the 80s? Girl, I can tell by your hair. Anyway.
Listen, at the 80s, I was at the height of my heyday. I was in Cats. I was Betty Buckley's understudy, and I was sniffing cocaine every night at the Roxy. Let me tell you.
Well, you do you, Auntie. Okay, when AIDS came around, we knew what AIDS was. We knew how we got it. And, back then they called it the gay plague. So we all knew how it was being done. But fast forward with Corona, girl, let me tell you, Every day was different. Every day, what we're going to do, what we're not supposed to do. I'm telling you, I couldn't figure everything out. And of all times, you know, okay, like I said, 80s, like 51 years old, okay? I had to go hospital.
You had to go to the hospital?
Hospital, rush to the hospital. Because I had, being my age, you know, I had the heart and the kidney.
Listen, I'm older than you. I just have alcoholism and drug addiction.
See, I should have took a drink, but put a pickled everything. But anyway, I had the heart and the kidney. They rushed me in. Of all places to be during this time, in the goddamn hospital, Auntie, let me tell you, I was exposed to the corona in the hospital.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Johnny.
Supposed to be the most safest place in the world, right? But no.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I got tested later 3 times.
People go there, Johnny. Sick people.
True, had the heart and the kidney. So anyway, I got exposed. 3 negative tests later. I was all in the isolation and everything. It was like, you know, the last scene of E.T. in the movie E.T. when he was in the thing and all the people in the hazmats coming in and out. That was my life for 9 days. Let me tell you.
You felt like you were in a spaceship?
Yes, it was a trip. So anyway, I had some nurses.
Maybe you were abducted.
I don't know, girl. I had some nurses, and we had some hot little Filipino boy nurses. Let me tell you.
What?
They had to put.
They
had to put compression socks on me, and that fucker took forever. And this poor boy was pulling and a tugging and a grunting. He said, "Oh, you okay or what?" I said, "Oh yes, boy, that's the most action I've had in years. Just keep going."
Listen, everyone likes a little foot play, let me tell you.
I'm telling you. So while I was there, I had to go into an angiogram. You know what an angiogram is?
Is that something up your ass? I don't know.
No, that's a whole nother talk show. They put something in here, like on camera, they put them down into your arm, across your face, and down into your heart for check her out.
No.
So I'm being wheeled into my angiogram, half all anesthetic, you know, the stuff that make you sleep.
Anesthesia.
Anesthesia.
That's what Michael Jackson's drug of choice was.
Antithesia. Okay, I know that, antithesia. So they're wheeling me in, and the operating room light is shining out the door. I saw this beautiful, big, 6'5", bolo head, muscle man in the tight scrubs. I was like, thank you, Jesus. If I die now, that's it. He turned around, and it was like a Japanese version of The Rock.
Oh my God.
It was like I was lost in Jumanji. I was lost in Jumanji, Auntie. Let me tell you. Lost
in, oh.
And he talked like this.
That's a gift from your higher power to get you.
Let me tell you, girl. I said, if I die now, that's all. I get the Japanese version of The Rock. Okay, let me tell you. So he pulling out my arm, and all of a sudden he goes from my shorts. I said, what you doing? He said, I need to pull your shorts down. And I was like, what? But all I was hearing, he gonna see my bottle. Oh my God, he gonna see my bottle.
What? You had a bottle? You were drinking while you were in the hospital?
No, Lavina, Auntie. Bottle is Filipino for, you know, my down there, my ding-a-ling, my pee-pee.
Oh, bottle is penis.
Yes, girl, penis.
Give
my
me
bottle.
That's
I want to see Jimmy's bottle too, girl. Let me tell you.
Bottles like this.
Oh, girl. So that's all I'm hearing. All this medical jargon is coming at me, but all I'm thinking, oh my God, this hot guy is gonna see my bottle. So he just pulls it down, and I'm thinking, oh my God. Okay, look, 51 years old. I get the kind of ED, yeah. So sometimes her work, and I'm thinking, it would be.
You're on Zoom. You just told all your potential boyfriends that you. He didn't mean it. That was a joke.
No worries. I get the pump. That's so. But. So he takes his hand, and his hand is bigger than my face.
Ooh, imagine what he
comes down and lays his hand on my bottle and moves it to the side. And I'm like, please, Jesus, this fucker better not come up now. And he's creaming up and shaving it up. Then he takes the other hand and grabs it and moves it to the other side. And he never let go, okay, Auntie Lavinia? He never let go.
What you're trying to say is that he's shaving your ball sack.
No, the whole everything down there.
Everything.
Everything. So, and I'm thinking, okay. So I finally went knock out, and an hour later I wake up, procedures done and everything. And when I woke up, he's all, oh, you did well. And he started laughing. I said, why are you laughing at me for? And he said, because we tried the puka once, never worked. And I told Mrs. Macadang Dang, who was this old Filipino lady who also saw my boto. All right, the nurse.
I think you're a bit of an exhibitionist, Johnny. I think so many people seeing a boto in one day means
no, I'm telling you. So then he says, then they said, okay, we're going in on the groin. And he said that I said to him pleadingly, which I don't remember, can you try again? Second one went take. So after he told me that, I was like, then brah, how come still my boto is out? He said everything happened so fast, we just had to go with it.
Maybe he liked looking at your boto.
Well, when I was leaving the hotel room, when I was leaving the hospital, the operating room, he said, is there anything else I can do for you, Mr. Pastor? I said, doctor, that's a loaded question, doctor. And she's like, what? I said, oh, no, nothing. So anyway, fast forward, I'm at the hospital, everything's good. But then, I thought the moment that I was exposed to the COVID, I was like, that's how I'm gonna die. That's my lot in life. I'm gonna die in a hospital because of the corona. And Mary, I'm Johnny motherfucking Pastor. I need me a funeral. I cannot die and not have a funeral, okay? Right? Am I right, Auntie?
Listen, I would love to come to your funeral. I have to say, I would love to be invited to your funeral. That would be wonderful. I'm sure it will be a fine affair.
It'll be an eleganza extravaganza.
I mean, I fly to Hawaii. I mean, of course.
Thank you. But so I figured out when I became better and left, I'm not going to die from the corona. It's this damn freaking lockdown. The isolation, the loneliness. That's what's going to kill me. I cannot. You can see I'm all aloha. And now I stay by myself in my house, ordering Grubhub every goddamn day. Okay?
Have you ever heard of a grinder?
A who?
Grinder. It's an app.
A cheese?
No, it's an app. It's like fans only grinder. You can meet boys on the app.
51 years old, girl. I don't know how to do that kind of stuff.
I am 63. It's not over till it's over. Don't start aging me out. My vagina is still on fire. You've still got it in you, Johnny.
But hey, you know what? I'm doing good. I'm still here on this earth. I'm good to go with the flow, Auntie. I'm so happy that you came to talk to me today. I love you.
I love you, and I'm so glad you're well. Johnny,
I'm giving you a lay. Here's a lay.
We are grateful that you have recovered. Yes, that was
yes,
Johnny
ma'am.
Pastor.
Love you.
See, I'm getting to know all of my gorgeous friends here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful, beautiful friend that I met a long time ago. I don't know how many moons ago it was, but it was in Miami. My friend Larry Pellegrini, I'm sorry, I've been drinking. Larry Pellegrini, he sent me down to Miami and said, Lavinia, go be in the show with Miss Noel.
Hey.
I said, okay.
What's up?
Hollywood.
I miss you, Diva. I miss you.
So gorgeous. I'm in red too, my love.
I know, red is for, hookers.
Listen, I am up for anything these days. Jimmy.
Uh-oh. Oh my God, Lavinia, it's been crazy. 8 months ago, I would have been getting ready for my show at Palace and getting ready for Way Back Wednesdays, because it's Wednesday, getting my Tina Turners, my Diana Rosses, my afros, my old school disco numbers ready for a fierce, fierce night. And shit has changed.
Well, you look fierce. Your eye makeup is extraordinary.
Thank you, beautiful. Thank you. You look gorgeous as always.
Well,
I could have borrowed that little red rose right here. That would have looked gorgeous on me.
For a woman of a certain age, I'm keeping it together.
You are looking sickening, darling. But yeah, so now there's no shows for me, honey. I and you know what's funny that when it all started, I went to that one party that they kept on saying in the news, winter party, the one with all the boys, the circuit boys out dancing and carrying on and getting sweaty, and allegedly everybody was getting infected in that party, but we didn't know what was going on. Everything was still on, like all the parties were still on that weekend, and it started on Thursday, and by Saturday they were putting on the news, all the major circuit parties are being canceled, all the major concerts are being canceled, and they're not saying, okay, winter party, you're over. They're still telling us, come, have a good time. It's all going to be okay. And little did we know that we were in some serious shit.
So you were at that party with all the COVID.
Well, with all the COVID, I don't know, but it was supposedly a melting pot for COVID. But I was in VIP. I was one of the girls from South Beach, so I was invited to all the parties on the top dancing and waving at all the gays. So I was a little far away. I'm not gonna say I didn't kiss or make out with a couple boys because that would be a lie, and I'm not here to lie. I'm here to be honest.
Truth. We must be truthful in 2020.
Yes, my love. Yes, and so it was scary when the party finished and you know it just became so serious and the locking down started and everything. And I live with my mom, and she is in her 60s, and they were saying that it's killing older people, 60 and beyond. So you would have been one of
My
those.
mother's 96. I know. I'm the demographic of soon to be dead.
Oh my God.
96, and she's in Century Village there in West Palm Beach, Florida, out west.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
People ride tricycles. That's
And
my mother.
and they locked her up, I'm sure, and they said nobody come in, nobody
they're
come
all
in.
locked in there. They're all doing it. They all have gonorrhea, I'm telling you.
Well, I was here with my mom living in the same house. So, I was terrified. And I thought I had it because I went to this party and feeling fears at the party. Now I'm going to kill my mom, basically. So I
Oh,
locked myself in my room and just, I think for about 3 weeks, I just stayed in my room, and she'd like knock on the door, leave my food, and I wouldn't leave because I was scared that I was gonna, give her something. So it was a really, really, really scary time for me.
you are
And
so good to your mother. That is so sweet.
yeah, well, she cooks for me, so I have to, and she does my laundry.
There's always a reason for niceness. Yeah, there's always a reason.
It's hard to watch sequence. I don't know. She does it so much better than I do. But it was okay. I mean, once the news started coming out that 14 days and all that bullshit, and so I was like, okay, now I can go out and see my mom, but I still don't want to leave the house. The spring breakers were here in South Beach, killing everybody, infecting.
I know, it was all over the news. Those wild animals.
They weren't taking it serious, so I wasn't gonna leave my house. I was gonna stay here, order my food, to take it to my doorstep, then spray it down with Lysol. I wasn't going anywhere. But it was okay because I had savings, and I worked hard on South Beach, on that concrete, on that sidewalk outdoors for so many years that I had my savings. But they started running out. They were going downhill, honey. And one thing that I did have was this money that people had given me because I do pageants. I'm a pageant queen.
No doubt. I mean,
I'm actually a former Miss Florida. I brought my crown so you could see it.
well, oh, there she is, Miss Florida.
Yes. And so I had all this money that people had given me for sponsorship to pay for dancers, pay for hotels, for transportation, for work.
Cocaine.
Bitch, I started using all that money.
Right?
All that money, and I was like, you know what, God, when it ends, God is going to give me an opportunity to pay all these people back, because if they say the pageant is in 2 months, there is no money to go do a pageant. But
they should have known better. They should have known better than to advance.
No, it was too much. And all the girls were trying to hustle and do their thing. All the drag queens from all over the world and all the US, they're doing these shows online. I'm sure you've seen them. They're like
Yes,
Facebook.
I'm friends with Ariel and Logan Hardcore and
Yes.
all the girls in New York.
Well, I have beautiful hardwood floors, and so I refuse to do it in my house because my high heels would ruin the floor. And also, it just is not the same. Diva, right? It's not
Oh
the
my
same.
God, spinning around to yourself is very difficult.
Yes, and
You don't feel anything.
our whole thing is being drag queens is that we have to like sit on laps, kiss foreheads, to grab people's balls, shit like that. Give blowjobs in the
Ball
bathroom.
grabbing is in the bylaws of being a drag queen.
So
That's a bylaw.
I
Grab
couldn't.
balls.
I refuse to do that type of show. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I can't make clothes. I know how to sew. I know how to do makeup. I know how to work at a bar. I have other skills, but they all consist of the nightlife. And it's shut down, baby.
So
It's
you
shut down.
haven't, so you're trying to figure out what to do?
Yes. I
Listen,
found,
Noel, with
yeah,
talent like yours, I think you're going to figure out something. You need to just sit. How about you sit and you meditate, and we'll hear from our next amazing entertainer and storyteller. And
I'll
when
let you know.
come back, you tell me what's in your heart.
I have
And
something in my mind.
yes, you meditate on that. You're such a beautiful soul. I'm sure it's going to make you money. That is Miss Noel. How amazing. She's going to meditate and figure out what she's going to do with the rest of her life. Me, I was lucky enough to get this little gig. I go moment by moment. I'm not thinking too much the future. But let me tell you, when I was a young little fleshling in New York, coming from Palm Beach, Florida, I met the amazing Michael Armone in Tony and Tina's wedding. He was the star. He was up there on the pulpit and he was the big star, a gorgeous man. And here he is now having his wonderful, fabulous life. Salud, my dear, salud.
Cheers, Miss Lavinia, cheers.
How have you been, Michael? It's been a dog's age.
It's been a while, huh? Hasn't it?
It
I'm
has.
doing well. Lavinia, my story starts, picture it, Washington Heights, March 11th, 2020. I am living my best theater queen life. I am having an amazing job that had a little stress that day because of this thing called coronavirus
Wait a
or
minute,
COVID.
because I want to know, can you please tell everyone what it is you do, fabulous?
Everyone, I am a ticketing manager at Broadway.com. That
Yes,
means I get to see shows for free.
the key to the golden ticket. You have the golden.
Yes, I have access to Hamilton. Well, had access to Hamilton tickets. Yes. Yes, I did. That day, Lavinia, started like every other day. I went to work and I was happy to be there. It was stressful because of all of this stuff with Corona, but I really wasn't aware of what it was. To me, it was just an exaggerated flu. So my day was going by with refunds and questions and kids in my ears. And I was like, all right. And then I get an email. Michael Armone, you are invited to the final preview of Six, the musical. Lavinia, did you see Six?
Wait, Sex, the musical Sex?
No, not Sex, honey. Six. It's a London import. Did you see it,
The one
baby?
about Henry VIII and his wives?
Yes, it's about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, and they put on a concert to vie for who had the worst marriage with Henry VIII, a gay man's dream. And I couldn't believe it, they gave me a pair. So I invite my best friend to come, and he's able to come. And then what happens next, Lavinia? I get a booty call.
What?
Someone
Only
who
one
wants
day.
to-
Tickets to Six, best friend, and some sex?
And then a booty call, Lavinia, a booty call. I tell said booty call, I have things to do tonight, so I only have a window of opportunity from 5:30 to 6:30.
Jimmy!
Are you okay with that?
Oh,
And he was. When I arrived between 5:30 and 6:30, he was playing Donna Summer's 4 Seasons of Love. Now, yes, he knows I'm a big Donna Summer fan, and he was playing it. Spring Affair when I walked through the door. I left that house and I had myself a dandy old time. And I met my bestie in Times Square where we got like a empanada, I guess, from one of those trucks. I was telling my friend, his name is Larry also, about, go ahead, honey, what?
sex and then an empanada.
And, oh yeah, an empanada. We have to eat something after
You
sex.
satiated all your desires.
Yes, yes, Lavinia, yes, I did. Then I met Larry, we had the empanada, and we go to 6. Well, 6 exceeded my expectations in musicals. This show blew my mind. I was like, wow, what an amazing piece of theater. This is going to give Moulin Rouge a run for its money. So I said to Larry, we have to talk about this, so on and so forth. And then, of course, we live together. He's my bestie and roommate. And we get on the train. And one of my favorite things to do on the train is to see all the people that have been to shows that night and look at the playbills that they've seen, like the shows that they've seen, and wonder what their experience was like. So that's like, to me, one of the most fun things about an evening out in New York and then coming home to Washington Heights. Then him and I go to McDonald's, we get McDonald's. I watch Days of Our Lives.
Wait a minute. COVID at work, tickets to 6, booty call, bestie, empanada, and now McDonald's?
Honey, I didn't get this way without that.
You are having an insatiated, fulfilling day.
It was really not a bad day. Despite the stress, it was not a bad day. And
Sounds
then,
fabulous.
Lavinia, fast forward. We all know what happens next.
What?
The world pretty much shuts down.
Right.
Everything comes to a screeching halt.
No Plaza Suite.
No Plaza Suite, no nothing.
John Benjamin Hickey, my dear friend.
No Benjamin Hickey, no more Broadway
We were
shows.
supposed to see the preview that night. John Benjamin is
Oh
my
my
friend.
God, poor Lavinia. My life went from an exciting office to working at home in my shorts and t-shirt with a laptop. My life went from going out to dinner every single night to making my bookshelf a bar and then Zooming every night instead. It was a complete change of life. And then fast forward to waking up one day with a fever.
What?
I woke up with a fever. I kind of thought that it was a hangover, but I really didn't drink that much the night before, but it was definitely a fever. I was concerned, but not too concerned. I would have went to work. But what really happened after that was that my roommate best friend also had a fever, and so did his boyfriend.
Oh no.
Oh yes. And at that point, I thought, oh my God, we all have coronavirus. We all have COVID-19.
Oh.
I was lucky. I felt better the next day even. I was back to normal quicker than quick.
What did you
But
take?
unfortunately,
You just took some Tylenol and
I didn't even need Tylenol. I'm not one of those people that take pills. I just suffer through it or just suck it up, Mary, and become better again. That's
yeah, I was
usually
very
my way.
nauseous in February. Not to stop your story, but
Go
I
ahead.
was sick for like 2 days in February, and then it passed.
Ooh.
So I don't know, but I got the test. I was negative. But go ahead. Was Larry Piscador okay?
Larry Piscador was not okay.
No.
He kept getting worse and worse as time went on.
Oh.
I knew that it was only a matter of time before he had to put himself into the hospital, and unfortunately he did. I remember thinking the day that he went to the hospital that this could possibly be the last time that I saw Larry, and I couldn't get over that.
Oh,
I looked him straight in the eye and I told him I loved him, and I was concerned that I would never see him again.
Well, you've been friends for like 30 years.
Well, 450 years at this point in gay years.
Yes, that's a long time.
A very long time. Luckily, 26 days later, he came home.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes, he recovered from it and is still recovering now.
And how's
And
his
for
life?
that,
How's his boyfriend?
his boyfriend is also well. Like he had worse symptoms than me, but he was definitely not needing like to be hospitalized. Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God indeed. It was just, unfortunately, just him. The two of us became best friends with Grubhub and credit cards during the time that Larry was away. That was my new best friend during that time. So when Larry finally got home, Lavinia, it was such a joy to have him home that my whole perspective on what I had lost in life had changed to what I had had in life. And what I had was family and friends. And that really made me feel comfort in my life. I was depressed, but now I said, I need to change the way I'm thinking. So I was a long hauler. I kept testing positive for the disease, right? I was just like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to get out. But finally, I was told, get the fuck out. So my first outing was at Gay Pride at my friend Sam's house, where he has gay gardens. And I got to reunite with all my friends. And it was an emotional, loving, wonderful experience. From there, I started meeting another friend, getting food in the park and taking walks with him, going to outdoor dining and keeping my mask on and in terror. And then finally, I got to go see my family. I went to New Jersey, where I was terrified because all my family is pretty much compromised. And I'm thinking I'm going to give them corona. But I was never so grateful to be in a centrally air-conditioned house with a pool in the backyard. I was able to move about the cabin. And I have friends who also live close to them. And I went to their house for a drunken pool party. And we looked at each other and went, this seems almost normal. It was wonderful.
Aw.
And then the piece de la resistance, to make the story more positive, is that my favorite person in the world, who I love dearly, whose house I am in right now, she came, she grabbed me with her husband, Frank, who I adore, and they took me to North Carolina. Yep. Here, people are, of course, being COVID conscious, but she has a big house. So I'm in the gazebo, one of my favorite places in the world.
Right now, you're in North Carolina?
I am in North Carolina. I'm practically a Southerner. I should have a mint julep instead of this bourbon.
Mr. New York is in North Carolina.
The changes, Lavinia, the changes. Can you imagine?
That is a big change.
A huge change, a huge change. I am so New York, and bitch, when I get back, I will be New York again.
Of course you will be.
And while here, I got to see some of her friends and got to live life a little bit more, and I've got to ease into this new kind of normal. My mother recently got ill, and my cousin and I, who hate cooking. Lavinia, do you cook, darling?
I started cooking during COVID. I do
So
a
did
on
I.
Fridays. I'm gonna make a lasagna this Friday at 6:30 on Instagram Live.
Lord Jesus, help us all.
Yes, I'm gonna put in the chat my Instagram.
So my cousin and I, we call my mother. We ask her about how to cook. She tells us what to do. I FaceTime her and I say, hey, Mom, how do I know this eggplant is done? She responds, stick the fork in it. And if the fork goes through it, it's done, you stupid fuck. So I knew my mother was going to be okay. This here brought me life. So what did I learn from all of this, Lavinia? I'll tell you. I learned to appreciate what I did have and what I don't really have now. And one day I'll get back to it. Don't get it twisted. I want my old life back. But for now, I learned my mother's lasagna. And for that, I love you, 2020.
Oh my God, Michael.
Mwah.
Your mother's lasagna and I'm making a lasagna. And guess what, Michael?
What, honey?
We are connected because Carol is here.
She's here.
Carol is here. Your mother is here.
Oh, dear God, I can't believe it.
Yes, come.
I don't know that she's going to know how to come. Oh, there they are.
Hello,
Hi.
Vincent. Hello, Carol.
Hi, Mommy. Hi,
Guess
Vinny.
what, Michael?
Yeah, they don't know whatever this is very well. That's why you see the bad things.
Okay, Michael, you're not getting no fucking lasagna until the day you drop dead.
Thank you,
I
Mom.
didn't like your vibe, honey.
It was
Lavinia,
actually
when you-
eggplant, but I
Lavinia,
accidentally
when
said
you drink it, give
lasagna.
me some.
I will.
I want
will.
that shirt.
You like the shirt? It's gorgeous. It's from the Crafty Caption.
I want it.
Next question, Mom.
No, you can't have the Crafty Caption shirt.
You give me the fucking shirt or I'll die on you. What do you
Carol,
want?
do you put celery in your sauce?
Of
Never.
course.
You do not put
I'm
celery
gonna
in your
try it
sauce.
this week. On my cooking show, I'm gonna say Carol says celery in the sauce. I never did it before because I
Don't believe her. Don't do it.
don't do it.
Don't believe her. Give me a plate of video. Italians don't put
Being
celery in the
paid by
sauce.
Carol Armone.
I'm a fucking liar. Don't you dare put celery in the
Don't
sauce.
do it.
You put a little carrots. Oh,
I do that. All right, carrots. I got that. No
Yeah.
celery. Fuck the celery. All right, Carol, it's so wonderful. I want to talk to you. You know, Carol, you love your son for
there's
exactly.
my son Vinny.
but you love him for exactly who he is, and you support him for who he is. And I
Who
just
is he?
want you to know that there are a lot of young people or people of all ages whose parents don't support them, whose
Well,
parents
fuck
don't,
them.
and you do. And
That's
you're an
right.
example of the true loving mother, accepting your children exactly the way they are.
Did he pay you to say that?
Yes.
Okay, I know that now.
So I just want you to know, he paid me. He could have paid me more. I would have said more, but that's all I'm going to say now. And I have this video that I want to show you, Carol. You're going to love it. Carol, this video is exactly what you need to see, because this is a filmmaker. What? I worked with this filmmaker,
You'll have
Tag Purvis. He made a film about me called Lavina Draper, It's a Pleasure to Meet Me. Nobody saw it, but he made it. So he's somewhere here in our studio audience, and he made this movie so long ago. And you know, this movie is a classic. He had the balls and the integrity and the strength to put together one of our greatest anthems of the United States of America, this nation that is built on truth and freedom. And then he put together with that, he coupled that with his own feeling of where his sexual orientation takes him. It's a little bit porn, it's a little bit nationalistic, it's a little bit pride, it's a little bit of a lot of things. But what I love about this film is it's up for your own interpretation. It was made in 1997. It's on 16 millimeter. 16 millimeter. Nobody does this shit anymore. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a little break from our fabulous panelists of COVID-19 quarantine survivors, and we're going to hit this amazing film by Tag Purvis.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide.
Was that not amazing? Was that not incredible? I took a little time to do a little exercise. This is what I've been doing in my apartment all COVID, learning how to hula hoop. That video made my vagina on fire. Was that not amazing? Oh my goodness. So listen, everyone. That was Tag Purvis and his sexy, sexy men. So now we are going to introduce the boy wonder, Louis DeBrele. Hello, boy wonder. Where are you, Louis?
Hi.
All way up there.
How you doing?
Wait a minute. I took off my dress. You take off that shirt now.
This
You
one?
take
Oh,
off
all right, fine. Pulling my leg.
Oh.
How's that? Is that better?
Ooh, I like it. It's like a reveal. I turned around and there you are.
Yo, here I am. Oh,
Oh my God. I would have loved to have you as one of my go-go boys when I was at therapy ball.
anytime you want to do me as your go-go boy, I'm good to go. Whatever you want.
Stand up. Let me see your undies.
Oh, my. Well.
Show me that ass. Woo! Well, I see shorts. Nice.
Oh, my undies, they're nice, but I'm not wearing any. That's the problem.
Listen, I'm not wearing any either.
Listen, I haven't seen you since Charlie's bar when you were teaching the best way to take an entire hands in your hoo-ha.
Listen, fisting is an art form. It's an art form.
I know, you were the best one at it. When we did the competition, I tried, but I just wasn't very good.
You got to be less nervous. You got to relax.
Listen, I left my bottle of poppers at home. How am I supposed to do?
Papas, that's a throwback. Papas are a throwback.
Oh, no, baby. They're up and thriving lately. I'll tell you that.
Never go out. I haven't done papas since I was at the lesbian bar, the Kismet in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Well, I haven't done papas since about 5 minutes ago. I mean, anyway, so we're here. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about 2020 and Miss COVID, okay? Let me tell you about my year and this experience with COVID-19 and how it just did everything to everybody. So now this year has been a very, very romantic year for me. I fell in love, Lavinia, 3 times. 3.
Really?
First in March when COVID hit, I had a very, very intimate relationship with Mr. Zac Efron.
Oh.
Now, I watched The Greatest Showman like 8 times. Baywatch
I've
daily.
seen it 8 times. I'm a huge Jackman fan.
Jack, everybody. So I watched that. I watched Baywatch daily and Hairspray so many times. I had blisters on my hands from making love to Mr. Zac. Now, after Zac left me for his Netflix show, I moved on to boyfriends that, don't talk back, like vibrators, butt plugs, these 2 dildos, and I borrowed that double-headed one from you, Miss Lavinia, just in case,
Listen, you could borrow any one of my dildos because, to be honest with you, they give me a little bit of a yeast infection.
Listen,
I need the real thing. I need the real thing. I'm not good with plastic up in my hooza.
It's not my favorite thing
only
either.
likes pure.
That's not my favorite thing either, There's not enough coconut oil or lubrication in the world to get rid of that feeling, all right? But anyway, I can understand why you need a new hip. Whatever. Anyway, I had to break up with those sex toys because, my sheets over there couldn't handle it. I even considered like a blow-up man doll, but, I decided against it because...
You're too cute for all this fake sex. Get yourself a lover, for Christ's sake.
I don't want the COVID, so I had to sit home by myself and do my own thing, Someone's got to stretch it,
I understand.
But listen. You know what? It's all in the past because I finally met the man of my dreams.
Ooh, is he real? Does he really exist?
Oh, he does. He's so hot too. But first, let us talk about that, Miss COVID, okay? Now, I swear, that bitch, she is mean, okay? Mean. And from the moment she came around, She was trifling, but she knew exactly what she was doing. Okay. Now, let me tell you this. For 2 years, 2 whole years, I was planning the perfect vacation between, multiple hardships in my home life and every deadbeat I dated in between. The ones that make you to be the crazy one when in fact it's their shit that's got you all messed up.
Oh, it's called gaslighting. The men, they love to gaslight.
Horrible.
They
They
crazy
call
and then
you
they
names. They call you names, they lie, they cheat, and they steal, and then they tell you you're so crazy. Yeah, okay, listen, Linda. Listen, Miss Lavinia.
Yeah, terrible. Oh.
You didn't have to tell me I'm crazy, honey. I got that shit from my mama right over there, and we proudly put the fun in dysfunction in this family. But anyway, I was working like 3-day jobs and headlining a show at night at the Paris Hotel and Casino 7 days a week. So
wait, roll back.
Well, this
break. Headlining a show doing what, pray tell?
Oh my gosh, I was doing sex tips for straight women from a gay man over at the Paris Casino.
What?
Yes.
And those
I invited you, you just did not show up. You did not come. I sent you the invitation. You did not come.
Did you teach them how to play with the chains and all that and how to rib?
Of course. That's one of my secrets.
Women don't know. Women don't know. I learned how to get head from Julius at the Monster.
Listen, you got to tickle the taint. It's the secret to the explosion.
Tickle the taint.
Tickle the taint. T. Tickle the taint. Okay?
T.
Now listen, don't get me wrong. I loved my roller coaster ride, but this bitch needed a break. Okay, Lavinia, you got that? Well, anyways, hallelujah. I finally met the man who can handle my Italian temper, and he knows what the solution is, and well, it's his dick.
So he's the top?
Sometimes. Depends on the day.
Relationship.
Let me tell you something. His dick is breathtaking. Literally.
Jimmy, you got a dick. Yeah, Jimmy has a nice dick.
Like, I need an inhaler after it, I'll tell you that.
Nice dick goes a long way.
Oh, yeah, it does. Now, I mean, the way he makes love, Lavinia, is magical. I mean, he tells me it's like the subtle art of dickmatizing.
Ooh, dick.
Yeah, I know. I've been dickmatized a few times, and I'm telling you, he's the Harry Houdini of it all. Promise. Like, swear on my grandmother's grave. I tell you that, okay?
He's Harry?
Anyway, listen, let's get back to my story, okay?
Oh, sorry.
No. What were you going to say? You tell me.
No, I just was asking you if it was Harry.
Oh, no, well, I mean, I like it a little trim, but otherwise, it's okay.
Please.
I'll go into the jungle. I've been known to explore.
Tell your story.
All right. Well, we decided to make this wonderful trip happen. So we booked a 9-day cruise to the Caribbean, right?
Ooh. During COVID?
Well, no, it was before COVID. Like we just booked it. So we're ready to go. I met my man. We're going on this trip. It's been a couple of years since I had a trip. So we booked our trip. And then I was going to have all the boat rocking that I could ever ask for. So, I went to the store, stocked up on my usual pleasures from the elegant adult superstore of Las Vegas.
You are a toys queen. Oh, you love the toys.
Well, what do you think I'd get anyway. So that got ruined because out popped little COVID's head like a herpes sore. And there went that vacation. Big old herpes sore. Anyway, we quickly rebooked another trip.
Take lysine every day. Lysine.
Lysine, what does that do?
It takes care of the herpes. You got to take care of your skin, and then you get the ointment, you put it on it, bing, bang, boom, it goes.
Oh, okay. Well, next time.
Have precautionary herpes.
I mean, you are the vixen of sex, so I'm going to tell you, I'll take your advice. I'm going to go down and get some of that.
You got to know how to treat your body. Your skin's very important.
Oh, as I know. A little Discord here, a little
Go. I'll put it in the chat so you can write it down.
Perfect. Anyway, we quickly reboot and rebook another trip to the fabulous island known as Maui. Yes.
Oh, Hawaii.
It was perfect because I was ready. Okay, ready. As many Mai Tais a boy can handle. And of course, I couldn't wait to get off the plane and get laid.
Ooh, a costume change.
Costume change.
Woo.
And Lord Jesus, I just needed to be soaked in that precious Hawaiian nut oil.
Ooh, your man's milk. Yes.
Just like you told me, Miss Lavinia.
Yes. Right in your face. Okay, go.
Just like I saw you take it at Palm Springs at the white party. It was like
Shush.
Niagara Falls that day.
Stop telling tales. Stop.
All right, I'm so sorry. I will never talk again about that. But anyway, for real, who wouldn't want to do it on the beaches of Maui? Am I right? I mean, come on.
On any beach.
And of course,
Fucking
just
Jones
stand
Beach.
away, you know. But you know, of course, that little herpes sore just
Again with the herpes. Get
just-
the lysine.
it was reappeared. It was just it ruined that too. What was I supposed to do? It's not my fault. So, you know, how am I supposed to get dicked down like a red light district worker or you if I can't do it someplace tropical, right?
Did you get dick down or what?
Well, we were going to get to that. Maybe I did.
Well,
Maybe.
get to it. Come on, let's get to it.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
get to the sex. We're done with the herpes. Let's get to the sex.
All right. Well, a month goes by and me and my boyfriend decide to go to his hometown of Chicago. Now, wait, this wasn't the most appealing destination for a getaway, but you know, anything to make him happy. So I pack up all the same things one last time and off we go. From the moment we got off the plane, there was, of course, an issue. Our Airbnb had the owner's personal belongings all over the place. Toenail clippings in the carpet. And of course, yeah, disgusting, right? And of course, the piece de resistance. Multiple drawers of sex toys and douches. Now listen, wait, whoa. I am gay and I live in a rainbow. But this was an enormous plethora and a full color spectrum of dildos. I felt like I was at the UN of dildos, okay? I shit you not.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, I couldn't forget the double-fisted anal plugs and dildo probe machine tucked right away in the
Is this
closet.
during COVID? Other people's sex toys?
This was during COVID. I was on vacation. I was in a little getaway during COVID, safely, of course.
I hope you didn't use them, young man.
No, of course not. But I'm telling you that this guy was a brave man. You know, at this point, all of those visuals made my colon want to, like, you know, prolapse. Actually, come to think of it, this reminds me of your house, Lavinia.
Shut up.
Well, listen, anyway, completely grossed out. We canceled and reported the Airbnb. And on our way to our new hotel, we find out that all of the bars are closed, of course. And after all of that trauma, this lush needed a drink. I shit you not.
Yeah, I need a drink listening to this story.
Yeah,
Now what's gonna happen? This is treacherous.
Needless to say, listen, there was no sex that night. I wasn't doing it.
Oh my God, I said, get to the sex, get to the sex.
Listen, however, the next day was a dream. All the sightseeing and a dinner cruise on Lake Michigan. It was the perfect day and evening, despite, you know, all of the months of troubles prior. Now, after the dinner cruise, I was eager to get back to the hotel for a much-deserved one-way ticket to Pound Town.
Woo!
Yeah, you know you like that. So,
Pound Town.
Pound Town. We get back to the hotel, and of course, I'm going downstairs to go get some ice for some in-suite cocktails. And just like that, I fell down the fucking stairs and broke my foot. I literally hobbled around like I took one of your Lavinia's special fisting classes, okay? Hobbling.
Honey, this story, get to the sex. What else could happen to you?
I'm getting there.
COVID?
Listen, and no, I did not, but an early
I'm
flight
getting
was...
depressed. You're depressing me.
No. It's a happy ending. Give me a
Oh,
second.
thank God. Let's get there.
An early flight the next day was booked, of course, you know, and there went another vacation. So I truly figured at this point, I'm never going to have my drunken, wild, crazy, sex-filled vacation.
Clearly.
Until a beacon of light, also known as my boyfriend's 8-inch dick, dawned upon me. It was breathtaking. And after 6 long weeks and a very long story, we went on a romantic getaway to fabulous Cancun. In the end, this boy got everything he wanted. I got the man. Wait, where is he? He's right here. You can see right there. That's us both.
Ooh,
Cancun.
wait a
And
minute. You went to Cancun and fucked your boyfriend there during COVID?
I fucked him so good he couldn't walk straight.
That is a great ending.
And it was absolutely fabulous. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Oh my God, that is amazing. Lewis, so you were safe on the plane, you wore your mask, you didn't get herpes, you didn't fall down.
All the proper precautions. All of the proper precautions.
Oh my
Well,
God.
for the most part, until we got to the
And
room.
you're in love. And he waited for you to get over your drama. You're sabotaged. You sabotaged your sex life. You were paying penance for being in love.
I was, and it was so worth it.
Yeah, that's what God did this to you.
My mother taught me very well.
Right.
Thanks, Ma.
Because all Italian women know we have to suffer for our men. Suffer, suffer, suffer. Ask Carol. Ask Carol. Oh my God, what a crazy story. That was making me so nervous. One bad thing after another. Oh, and in these times of Corona. Well, now we have another young lad to tell a wonderful story of quarantine and a wonderful story of what he's been up to for the past 6 months. So now we have the gorgeous Jerry Javier. Now, Jerry, ooh, look at you. Aloha. What part of Hawaii are you resided in?
Well, right now I'm in Hilo, Hawaii, and shake it, Ante.
I'm doing my hula.
As we say in Hawaii, but yes, I'm on the Lower East Side in Puna. That's where I'm.
Ooh, I lived on the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Ooh.
What's it like there in Punta? What's it called? Puna?
Puna. So like Puna, if we were to make a map of Puna and just kind of explain it, right? We would have communes, convicts in hiding, murderers, old people going senile in forever homes, and the gays. So that's
just like New York City.
Right, a good mixture of everything.
Oh, that's exciting. I want to go there.
Enough to keep you excited and scared, right? The right kind.
That's amazing. So
You know,
what have you been up to, Jerry?
Well, before we get there, I wanted to just, give you this lay. Go ahead and bow your head. This is for you. Perfect.
Thank you.
Now she's laid and everything. We love it. So, and right? And it was good.
Oh,
but
it was good. My vagina
I last time, but I'll tell you, you look like my grandma, Auntie. And I say that because my mom always says we have great genes. And so I'm thinking, we might be related, but that's for something else.
Well, could be your grandmother. I am a woman of a certain age, and you are quite young. How old are you, young Jerry?
23.
What? 23 years young. Oh, those were the days.
Going strong.
What are you up to, young lad, during COVID-19?
I'll tell you a little bit. I never thought I'd end up back in Hawaii. Didn't think this would happen for a very long time. But here we are. So I had been in the Bay Area for the last 6 years. I was in Oakland. I was at Berkeley. I was attending UC Berkeley for a while, doing that smart hoe shit and getting stuff done. And then the 16th of March came around, right? And we went into lockdown. So I was just there in my 100-year-old apartment falling apart in West Oakland. And with my partner, who's a DJ, my sister, our dog. and we were just all trapped there basically. But luckily that day I got a job, fully remote, and I was blessed. I had been out of a job for 3 months. You know, I had gone into my last job one day and just been like, you're really irritating and I cannot work for you anymore. And the woman felt so bad, she gave me a month's worth of pay right away, because she knew
Well,
she
if you're gonna diss somebody that badly, they probably feel bad.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm not gonna do this. And I was so tired of teaching gymnastics. I love it. But you know, teaching a 3-year-old how to do a backflip is kind of hard, and not everyone
You were
can.
teaching gymnastics?
Yes, from anywhere from 3 to 14. So wild. They're just little monsters, beautiful little monsters, but it was way too much. So
you can do all those flips and things.
I can, and I'm more flexible than you'd expect. Like, you know.
Are you a pole dancer?
I could hang upside down, definitely.
Ooh. Like
So,
you can wrap yourself in those silks like Cirque du Soleil?
oh, that was my specialty, actually.
Really?
After that, I was in the circus. So
you were in the circus?
I was, you know, the Cirque du Soleil style, right? I was doing aerial.
I was once a magician's assistant. I
Looking
out of a box.
Did they cut you in half?
It hurt. I got a cut finger. So you were in Cirque du Soleil style circuses?
Well, when I was younger, I was definitely getting trained in everything. And that was one of the things that made me run away. I was from Hawaii when I was young. I was like, this is fucking crazy. I'm so gay. Like, yeah, I know I can perform, like, obviously. But I was like, I need to be around people. And that's what had brought me to Oakland, right? And so when Oakland started to shut down, and San Francisco, and the nightlife scene was just dwindling, you know, it was very sad. My partner, who's a DJ, DJing was paying rent. And once those started to disappear, it was like, wow, things are getting very difficult. Like, we know our history with HIV AIDS. We know what it's like to lose people and to like just not have elders a lot of the times who have been gone. So that shut down real quick, and we were really at home doing our best and everything. But you know, I had to get another job. Everyone was losing jobs. So I got a second job in April, and I was working. And so I had been working for a nonprofit, very white. I was working with Sarah. Not kidding. They were having issues pronouncing Maria. So that's another thing. But so I get my second job, and this one, it's all gay, the gays for the gays, supporting the gays in San Francisco. So I loved it. So I mean, I still love it. I'm still with them. Very supportive.
So what is the job exactly?
So my job, I'm a trainer, and I teach people peer-to-peer counseling skills, so how to support others. And I teach people how to use computers so that, you know, maybe we have old people who may not know how to use computers, or you have a cognitive disability.
That's great. That's like the LGBTQ Center in New York on 13th Street.
Yeah, so very similar. So
That's
we do
wonderful.
Yeah, so really got me connected. And at that point I was like, I need to get out of here. I need to leave, because they started saying, oh, you might have to come in person. And here's me working 2 jobs in secret from each other with 2 monitors and 2 computers and 2 keyboards, 9 hours a day. Because I'm also scheduling meetings in East Africa for the first nonprofit. So I was so busy, and I just needed a break. I literally ran home to Hawaii. I left everyone, my partner, my sister, my dog, and I said, I get to work from home, quit one job so I could just work the other. And I said, I'm gonna work on the beach, literally, my hotspot, thank God. So after that, I was tired. But the really surprising thing about Hawaii is I didn't want to come back here. You know, Starbucks is 45 minutes away. Grindr is so tiny that when you scroll, you know, the free version, by the time you get to the bottom, Auntie, you have people in Oahu. They're over there with Uncle Johnny over on Oahu. I'm on Big Island. So literally, the time you get to the bottom, they're gone. And so many people came here just to grow old, which is beautiful, but I didn't, not yet. So we have those issues and everything like that, but.
So wait a minute. So you're now in your little island and you feel isolated, but you're safe. And you left your lover and your sister in California?
I did.
Are you gonna go back?
No, but here's the, no.
So you're breaking up with your lover?
No. Well, here's the thing.
Are you having cyber sex? I want to get to the sex. It's just like with Jerry. How are you having? You're not having.
Well, I was lucky enough that all of my people came with me. They said, "You're going to Hawaii?" And I said, "Yes." And they all jumped on a plane. The only one who's not here is that bitch of a dog. Her name's Bean. And she's only a dog, so she can't get here by herself. But we're waiting. But the family's almost complete. Lots of good island fucking. We love that, right? It's only the mosquitoes, honestly, the mosquitoes. But I left the smoke of California and traded it for the mosquitoes. So not really complaining. And now in retrospect, I'm kind of like, wow, COVID did a lot to me. I was trapped at home, overworking while I watched everyone else be able to take a breather or not. It was very stressful being out of work. And in retrospect, yeah, I moved. I left everything behind. I forced everyone else around me to come to Hawaii. I mean, they got to come to Hawaii, so they're not really complaining.
I know, it's not so bad.
It's not so bad. That's what I keep telling them. So, but now we're here. And
so now you're in Hawaii and you're working with the gays, but you're online.
But I'm online and things are settling down. And for me, this is a blessing. I've been working my ass off since I was 14. I've been in school and college, working, and now I feel like Rona kind of stopped the world and it's kind of had to say like, hey girl, you need to stop too.
Oh, I love it. You gave it a little nickname, Rona. Oh, Rona. Okay. We're done with coronavirus. It's Rona. Let's make it kiki. Let's have a little kiki with Rona. Woo!
Auntie Grandma, you gotta catch up. Yeah, Miss Rona.
Listen, I'm not up on these things. Miss Rona. You are living for you. Oh my God, you are amazing. Jerry Javier, I want to see you dancing in silks. I'm sure you're great on the computer, but you need to be working at your flipping and flopping because you are too gorgeous not to be flipping and flopping.
Oh, thank you. What's those jeans we share? They're nice and good.
I know, right? And my doctor in Queens, a little Botox, it clears it up. Okay, my love, that's Jerry Javier. Now listen, everybody, I'm so excited because I've asked Miss Noel to come tell me what she's decided, what she's gonna do with her life. So let's all of us take a big breath. We're ready, Miss Noel. Come tell us what you've decided you're gonna do with your life.
My love, I'm here in my new stage. After, I didn't know what to do for that first month and the money was running out. I used to do makeup and hair for the porn industry and the girls
did
always
what for the porn industry?
Makeup and hair when they were doing their scenes. So I would talk with the girls and they would tell me, oh, you do drag and this and that. And they're like, you should do webcam modeling. And I, go into the sex work industry. And I'm like, no, I have a fierce job on the beach. I'm not going to do that. Well, I gave it a try. And guess what, baby? I am now a sex worker. I work from home.
Wait, hold on. Pause. So a little birdie said, why don't you get a webcam?
Yes.
And you went and you purchased one.
Yes.
Through Amazon? Because this sounds like a very fun job.
I went to the Best Buy, baby.
Best Buy.
I told the guy, sell me the best camera where I can look beautiful and take my clothes off and show my penis.
So you're doing a little top to bottom.
Yes, I do all kinds of shit on here that they pay me to do. And I feel beautiful. And I'm excited to start a new chapter in my life.
Well, you are beautiful.
Thank you, baby. No, and you know what? It's been a blessing for real because I've kept my mother safe. I don't leave the house because I do everything from home. And I'm not ashamed. I'm happy with my body and happy to find another way to earn a living and to be happy. So I'm excited for this new thing that I'm doing. I stopped drinking. I stopped breaking my back on the sidewalk, kicking and splitting on Ocean Drive. And now I get to live this new life. And it's amazing.
Does your mother know what you're doing in there?
Of course, I do it in my house and she lives in the next room. So sometimes, I have to tell her, it's going to be a loud night, turn on your fan.
Oh, Well, you're not drinking because you're having plenty of orgasms. You're
Yes.
appreciating yourself.
I always loved sex, so now I get to show it off.
Listen, I think that's incredible.
Yes,
Wow.
baby.
And look at your gorgeous red bed and your picture of Audrey Hepburn. Oh my God.
There she is.
So boudoir.
Well, all right, baby. I have to get back to work now.
All right, well, it's so wonderful to see you again, Miss Noel. Please stay in touch with me. You're beautiful.
Yes, maybe we'll do some videos together.
Oh,
Bye-bye, everybody.
bye, everybody. Wow, gorgeous. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have given you our truth tonight. So what else could I say to you except for, you know, we got to kiss this year goodbye. We have to kiss this year goodbye and get ready for 2021. Everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing. All the kids. Kiss this COVID goodbye. The sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you. I think I'm singing with a regular track, but I can't forget what I did for love. What I did for love. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring back Johnny Pastor. Johnny, come
Hello,
to
Auntie.
the stage.
Thanks for having us.
And then we have Miss Noel. She's found her newfound life. We have Jerry Javier.
Hello.
Yes, Jerry. Louis Dupre. Who is getting laid on the regular now that he's getting.
Thank God. Yes. Thank you, Lavinia.
And Michael Armone, who's been making lasagnas.
What?
Yes, Michael Armone, who's not in New York, but he'll be back. The
I'll be
theaters
back,
are
honey.
opening up at the end of next summer.
I
Love
will be back.
as we travel on. We love you, 2020. Love's what we'll remember. We want to say thank you to Mr. Larry Pellegrini and to Margaret and to Christy and to Melissa for putting together all this amazing evening tonight. I want to thank you so much for having me host. And now we are going to have an incredible talk back with Mr. Larry Pellegrini himself, our director and the creator of this amazing show. I love you, 2020. Let's hear it.
Yes.
Hi, Larry.
Hello, how are you, everybody? Good to see you. You guys and girls did a great job. Thank you so much. And also want to say thank you to Juan for helping with costumes. And yeah, thank you, Juan. So if anybody has any questions that they want to put into the chat, we're going to spend a little time here with you and with Johnny and with Louis, with Noel.
Oh, the first question is, Larry, are you starring in the same career as Noel?
We're gonna start doing videos together.
Yes.
Mine's for senior citizens. So
I'm here for it.
There's a niche for that, baby. If there's a niche for drag queens, there's a niche for whatever you're selling.
I love that outfit, Noel. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
and also let's hear it for Carol, for Michael's mother who came on.
Yes.
Thank you, Larry.
Gorgeous.
And to surprise you, Michael, I thought that you would enjoy that.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
I hope you talk to me in the future, Michael.
I will definitely talk to you in the future.
People are living for your mother, Michael. They're chatting in.
They do.
I'm not surprised, really.
She got
Everybody loves Carol.
ratings.
Louis
So
says
Hello,
he's
gay.
dying. He's laughing and he's dying. Louis, he approves.
Barbara Lauren just said, hello, gay, and that's Larry's name here. It's very funny.
Oh yes, that's my. I'm proud to be gay, and I have been gay for a long time. I think
You think?
Since 1932.
33. But thank you, Johnny. Yeah, so we're really happy to be able to do this show. I love you 2020, and I really appreciate having everybody come here to be able to spend this time with us and to share your stories. And I'm very moved by them because this is not an easy time to live, and we must live with gusto and to be able to reach out to people. And I really like directing this way because I don't have to move. I can just sit here,
Your
have a,
gorgeous boudoir.
have a little bit of wine and just enjoy ourselves. So if there aren't any other questions, I want to thank everybody, including our audience, for coming tonight. And I hope that you will continue to support us. We'll be doing many new shows. We're going to be doing other versions of this show. And this was our first performance. And thank you all very much for being here, and stay safe. And please vote. That's a next big thing that's coming. So please exercise your right and vote, and be gay. Be gay and be happy. So, anyway, thank you all very much for coming. And once again, to Christy and to Melissa and to Greg.
Yes, yay.
Yes, thank.
Thanks, girls.
Yeah,
Yay!
thank you all for being here. Enjoy yourselves, and take care and have a great night.
Aloha.
Thank you, Larry.
Love
Thank
you.
Juan.
Bye. Nice job, everybody. Aloha.
Thank you, Melissa.
Aloha!
Aloha oi.
Thank you, Luis.
Very much.
Bye.
Thank you, and love to all of your families, and take care.
You too.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't any of you leave yet? Hold up. Oh, wait, don't you go. Don't any of you panelists go. We ain't done with you. Larry, did you leave?
We're okay.
Larry left?
Yeah.
You all are wonderful. You all were wonderful.
Love you. Good night.
We'll catch
Good
up.
night. Thank you.
Bye.
Today, goodbye.